If you are working either in a full-time job or a part-time job, or maybe you're looking after kids at home, or maybe you've just got other shit going on as you are building your own e-commerce business, probably a really good idea to figure out what is important and how to manage your time so you can get the maximum amount done. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top tips from myself and from the AOE coaches of how to get more things done. Now, if you like this kind of content where I'm sharing with you great ways for you to build your own Amazon or e-commerce business, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to get more of this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you've got some feedback for me, or you just got a question for me, comment below and I'll be sure to get that for you. All right, let's get into it. We all get the same amount of time in a day, and how we utilize that time and where we focus our attention during that time is what enables us to outperform relative to other people. So time's very important, and if you're working on your business, that's cutting into valuable drinking time. So, good thing to learn. So I asked the awesome and somewhat lovely people in the AOE coaches, and Kathy Lloyd and Pippa have come back with some really good ideas. So I'm going to do the ideas that Pip and Kathy have given first, and then I'm going to give you kind of what I do as well. All right, so here we go. Kathy, the lovely Kathy first. So Kathy says, I use a weekly planner. Planner's a really good idea. Weren't you working on a planner as well, Kathy? That's on a desk, and then every Friday or Sunday, I look at it and schedule in what's going on. So the Q&A, inner circle, anything she's got to do with her business, any other cool shit that she wants to do as well, family time, and she zones that out. And then works to her plan. You're going to find this as a recurring theme, okay? Working to a plan. Planning things out and then working that plan is a recurring theme for all high-performing people, okay? What else have we got here? What isn't scheduled does not get done, so scheduling is the key for success. And she also mentions as well something that I do as well, which is that Brian Tracy thing of eating the frog first. And so anything that's kind of on your list that you've got to get done and you're not kind of looking forward to doing it, just do it first. Just get it out of the way, get it done, and then you can get on with the other shit that you do like doing, okay? Super cool. Pippa McCreary. Pippa's doing really well in her Amazon business as well as Kathy. And Pip says she's using the Pomodoro method. The Pomodoro method. So that's this here. You can go Google that if you want. I'll put the link in the chat for you. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. And I went and researched it. Sent it all. There you go, Asher. Get your shit together. And it's actually really good. It looks friggin' fantastic. So in essence, what it is you take your amount of time that you've got, chunk it into 25-minute blocks, and then set a timer and work that timer. So for that 25 minutes, you're going to do that specific task. Once the 25 minutes is done, you stop it and you're on to the next thing. And that trains your brain to become super productive during that 25-minute period. And anything over 45 minutes, trying to maintain focus for over 45 minutes, it's actually really difficult to do. Like your brain gets tired of doing the same thing. So this is an awesome way of doing it, and also suits entrepreneurs because we tend to have that desire to be always doing new things, and so that plays into that entrepreneurial character and personality that we all have as well. And then so do the 25 minutes and then a 5-minute break, a little 5-minute break, little breakaroo, have a glass of wine, whatever you're up to, and you're off and running with that. It's all about alcohol on these things. I also do time blocks in my calendar too, lots and lots of reminders. I do reminders as well for all sorts of cool shit as well. And then planning, breaking everything down into about 25 minutes. So that's Pippa's tip. Really cool tip. I'm going to give that a go too. My little tip for you. Okay, so as you can see, I basically run my life off of a Google Excel sheet. That's the software I use for all the shit I've got to get done, okay? So you can see all my tasks over here on this tab. I'm not going to click on that, but you can see the results. So then I track weekly, I track my results. So I'm tracking my net worth, for instance, weekly. I'm tracking the business sales weekly. Like, I'm tracking heaps of shit, yeah? Personally and in business as well. That's all goes in there. I've got my goals that I work towards and how I'm tracking towards those particular goals for that year. So that's on that list as well. And like Kathy says, once a week, so it's Friday for me, Friday morning, that's what I focus on. I update all my spreadsheets, I check in with all my goals, I check in with all the business things that I'm tracking within the business, and it goes onto the sheet to form part and parcel of an overall, I can take a look at it and see how I'm tracking with it, okay? So I do that. Then I also have this as well, which is kind of how my tasks look. So the thing I've got to get done. Who can do this for me? So this is something I'm going to talk about a little bit more tonight. So who the hell can do this for me? I don't want to do it unless I really, really enjoy doing it. And even when I really enjoy doing it, is there somebody else that can do it? So I'm always thinking about that. So for instance, I've got to set up my Seller Central business account. Well, I'd get the Seller Central setup team to do that for me, for instance, okay? If I'm going to do it, then I want to know. If I'm just going to dump it, like if it's been on my list for a little bit too long, then I need to get rid of it and either dump it or delegate it or get it done. Do it, dump it, delegate it. So one of those three things, okay? And so I track everything with that. The other big thing I found for social media as well, time management is hugely important. If you're spending heaps of time on social, like I see some people and I think they must live on social media. There's no way in hell they can be getting shit done because they're just on social media all the time, as far as I can tell. And so whilst their social media is good, like that's all they've got going on, that's not translating into money for them. So my social media is super, super strict. It's 2 20-minute blocks a day, and it's purely business. So I use social media for business, use it all the time. So it's business, business, business. I've got to get some going in there, doing my social media stuff. But it's a 20-minute block twice a day. That's it. I'm like super stringent on that. Hope that helps. That's some really, really good tips there from Kathy and from Pippa, and a really good little way of tracking that for you as well. But as I said, we all have the same amount of time in the day, and it's your ability to optimize that time and utilize that time for high-end things that will really, really set you apart from other people who are spending all day on social media, posting pictures of cats and shit like that. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We've got over 2,000 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia with sales of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au and I'll see you on the inside. Thanks for watching. Bye.